What I want to talk to you about is this extraordinary song you wrote for the woman in the newspaper kiosk, Valentina. Just tell us that story, because it's the most, with all due respect, it's not Paul McCartney, the lyrics, it's not John Lennon. They're very mundane lyrics, okay, but it's a beautiful piece of music, and the BBC singers did it so well.
Thank you. So I used to buy the newspapers from the kiosks down the road, and Valentina, this great babushka, sold me the papers, and we struck up a really nice friendship. And she used to talk about her life, which was very dramatic. And I used to record our conversations, I used to film on my phone with her permission and make little videos, sort of Valentina's kiosk. And I loved it because it was a constant reminder to me why I'd fallen in love with Russia in the first place. She kind of symbolized for me Mother Russia, all the good things, all the positive things about this country. She left Moscow in 2022, went back to live in Kursk on the border with Ukraine. She got sick, she got cancer. And I wrote her a song. Yeah, I wrote her a song to cheer her up, Valentina's song. And the wonderful BBC singers, who apparently were following these Valentina kiosk videos online, they wrote to me and said, we'd like to do a little collaboration with you. Have you got any ideas? I said, well, I've got this song for Valentina. And they said, oh, we watched Valentina's kiosk. We'll sing it. So I went over to London and on my next trip, and we recorded it with the BBC singers.
Well, it's brilliant.
And I sent it to her on WhatsApp. And I was waiting. And 5 minutes later, the message came back, and she said she was very moved by it. And she kept watching it. But the interesting thing after that was it got picked up by media inside Russia. So a lot of the kind of channels that are normally full of anti-Western bile and criticizing the BBC, for one wonderful moment, they were just reporting that a British journalist had written a song about a Russian newspaper kiosk vendor who wasn't very well. And they were reporting it kind of positively. And I thought, well, I'm always looking for the hope. I'm always looking for the optimism. And to me, that was an optimistic sign that actually, despite everything, we can rebuild a relationship with Russia, despite all the things that have happened in the last 4.5 years. And I still keep in touch with Valentina, and touch wood, she's feeling better. She's learned English. I mean, how many Russian babushkas start learning English, in their late 60s? And she's an amazing person.
I'll tell her that she's going to be discussed on the UK's #1 podcast. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. It's lovely chatting to you both.
Thank you, Steve, very much.